We're going.
There we go, reindeer.
Good evening, sports fans around this big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth in whatever city you may live in. Welcome to episode 154 of the VWU Sports Podcast. I'm, of course, the owner and founder of the bar, Mr. Jacob B. You can call me Jake the Snake, JB. Doesn't matter what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner. I'm being joined, as always, by my barkeep and co-host. First of all, Mr. C. Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also being joined by our Hoboken barkeep as well, Mr. Brandon C.
Yeah.
And we're being joined by our regular, first and foremost, Mr. Matty Dangerously.
Yup, I'm excited about that, and I forgot to tell you
our bouncer and deathmatch cowboy will be here sooner or later on. He's dealing with some stuff outside. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 10th of December, 2024. And it's safe to say we got a lot to talk about here today. We're gonna get started right away. We're gonna head on to the diamond because we got a lot of all-season stuff going on. And safe to say, gentlemen, do I see some trucks heading our way?
Well,
Yeah, we do. Bring it in. Bring it in.
well, first and foremost, give me a second, because we do have a mega deal to announce, not just one.
Deal. That's
Yeah, I know that's the biggest understatement in the world. But hey, you know, gotta go out there and make your money, son. I mean, first and foremost, the first deal we had to announce has happened over. I think the announcement of the deal came out like what, Sunday night, Monday.
I think it is.
Let's go.
No, that was Sunday night, as you just said.
What happened was easy and simple. Mets made an offer in which Juan Soto cannot refuse.
Well, here's the thing: the Yankees made an offer to Juan Soto, but the Mets decided to pull an and one and outbid the Yankees by $5 million.
Yeah, it was
Almost there, money truck. Almost there.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a 15-year, $765 million deal.
Yep, the money truck is here. There we go.
Yeah, and it also comes with a bonus of $80 million as well. With $80 million bonus as well for the batsman.
Well, let me just point this out, gentlemen. Screw the Brinks truck. I bet you this is Juan Soto's ringtone.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
For God's sake.
Yeah.
But there's one caveat that the Mets put in with this.
What is it, Brandon?
As you recall, they also had an opt-out clause for Juan Soto for after 5 years of being in the Mets. So technically, he got an opt-out option in 2029.
So basically, they learned their mistakes from Bobby Bonilla back in the year 25, nearly 25 years ago.
Yeah, they're still paying for that one.
They still got 11 years, nearly 10 years left on that deal.
Let me just point this out that I'm really, really hoping that it doesn't turn into another Robinson Cano or as we brought up Bobby Bonilla situation.
basically those with those massive contracts. Like you said, Robinson Cano, A-Rod, Prince Fielder,
or what about Albert Pujols and the Angels,
or Carl Crawford, or Adrian Gonzalez with the Red Sox,
or as Matt brought up, Albert Pujols when he signed with the Angels.
Pujols as well. Basically.
I think that this is number one. I can see what the Mets trying to do. They know that the Dodgers was willing to cough up a lot of money, but the Mets stepped in and said, "Okay, here you go. Here's a blank check. You put however much you want."
Yeah, they gave him the blank check treatment. Also, we got some breaking news on our end. I'm getting this from our correspondent, Mr. Ray Drizzle. Thank you, Mr. Ray. This is coming from Jeff Passan off of ESPN. The Toronto Blue Jays are finalizing a trade with the Cleveland Guardians to get Golden Glove winning second baseman André Jimenez.
Oh, I wonder who's going to be in this trade.
That should be very interesting. Another deal we had to announce is, the Yankees, they didn't quite spill milk. They'll get say, okay, then Juan Soto's gone. Max Fry, come on in.
Yep, Max Fry, who denied a qualifying offer to stay with the team that drafted him, and a team that he's been with for the past 8 years with the Braves, had decided to sign with the Yankees for I don't know how many years, but for $218 million.
8 years.
All right, bring one for Max Speed.
I tell you what, these as we often bring up, there's no salary cap in baseball. So teams can just sign their players willy-nilly to expensive contracts.
Willy-nilly.
So like we said, there's no salary cap in baseball. And baseball wonders how come the small market teams are struggling like hell to compete.
Yeah, there's your point.
When you have like the Yankees, Mets, and Dodgers.
We got some more breaking news.
We got more signing. Mike Tauchman,
this is coming from Bleacher Nation.
Signed with the South Side.
Mike Tauchman is going to the White Sox.
It's pronounced Tauchman.
Tauchman.
Wait. Stop. He's going to go from a team with a winning record in the Cubs. And he's going to the team that lost 121 games last season.
Yep. Yeah. He's going from a team that has potential to make a fight for in the NL Central, down the river to Shitville.
Yeah, not just down the river, but down the standings.
Yeah, literally.
Well, that just goes to show you. I mean, you must really, really love the South Side of Chicago from the one go over there.
He must really like their South Side hot dogs or their dipped beef.
Or the fat, or it's just that the White Sox are just that damn desperate.
Good point.
Yeah, it's a very good point. Now, the Jays, they did some signing, along with some trades, but they also did a signing. Yimi Garcia recently agreement with the Blue Jays for a 2-year, $15 million deal.
Yep.
Wait, Yimi Garcia, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Another man that basically the MLB market is going to be fighting for is outfielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, that's something to really look forward to.
This is something that low-key the Yankees kind of needed, because they kind of need an outfielder to handle the left field, because as we both know, they got outfielders in Judge, Jason Dominguez, the switch hitter, the Martian switch hitter, and subsequently, at times, Giancarlo Stanton, but they need a good outfielder in Teoscar Hernandez.
Now, while we're having this discussion, we can go ahead and let folks know the low-key. Excuse me, I got a car drop in my mouth. The rookie Sasuke
Rookie Sasuke.
about to begin.
Type his name.
Rookie Sasuke.
Yeah.
Type his name so I can pronounce it.
Rookie Sasaki, excuse me. Yeah.
Sasaki, there you go.
S-A-K-I.
Yeah, Roki Sasaki
Sasaki.
is Roki Sasaki, a pitching star from the Nippon Baseball League, has been posted during the winter meetings earlier this week.
Mm-hmm. So he, as a matter of fact, he's meeting with the MLB teams next week as he begins the process of choosing where he wants to play next season.
Yep. So basically, all 30 teams are going to be throwing out their fishing lures to see who wants this Japanese tuna fish, this Japanese tuna fish for their rotation.
Come on, Padres.
Well, I think the question has to be asked: which team is going to offer the biggest bait?
That's the big question, honestly, because there's going to be a lot. Because sure, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets. I never thought I would say that. The Yankees, the Reds, and a lot of other big markets will pull out the checkbooks, but it's up to Sasaki to decide where he wants to hang his to take the bite.
Mm-hmm. So it should be very interesting. You think the Dodgers probably might get a chance to sign him? I mean, they did sign last year. They did sign Yamamoto. So
it would be a good idea, but I feel like you will be lost in the shuffle with Yamamoto on the mound. But it would help him considering the fact that we talked about this. Ohtani is not going to be able to play this season due to the fact he's still recovering from Tommy John.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we know
he's still going to bat, but he's just not going to pitch.
Yeah.
He's not going to be on the mound, but he's going to be in the box.
Mm-hmm. Now, we gotta bring this up, and this is really unfortunate. Bad news. Ryan Sandberg, he's said that his cancer has returned.
Yeah, his cancer has relapsed, and he's going to be and it's spread to other organs, which just sucks.
Yeah, here's the story. This from ESPN. Chicago Cubs Hall of Famer second baseman Ryan Sandberg announced via Instagram on Tuesday that his cancer, had returned and spread to other organs, forcing more intensive treatment. Sandberg, who was 65, was first diagnosed with prostate cancer in December of last year, but then declared himself cancer-free the following August after months of treatment. It made Tuesday's news all the more stunning. Unfortunately,
it is stunning, but it can happen. Cancer relapsing can happen, even though you got rid of all the cancer tissue. You got to make sure you got rid of the affecting areas as well, just in case.
Yes, he says, unfortunately, we recently learned the cancer has relapsed and it has spread into other organs. Mm-hmm. This means I'm back to more intensive treatment. We will continue to be positive, strong, and fight to beat this. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers for me and my family. Ooh.
It sucks, but that's how it is. And prostate cancer is one of the worst spots, especially for men. And I can't stress this enough, especially for those my age past the age of 30. Please, for the love of God, go get your checkups with the doctor, because you don't want to get the same kind of problems that this poor man is dealing with in your 60s. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's very important to get yourself checked out.
Okay.
Get your prostate checked out. When you get older, I had to take colonoscopy.
Yeah, make sure you get a colon. Make sure you get, if you had to get a colonoscopy, do it. If you had to get checkups, do it. Don't be afraid of it, because it will help you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because I'm pretty sure he wants to be here for the long haul.
Yeah.
Now then,
we got some more news, more big news from our correspondent Ray. Walker Buehler might be thinking of walking. Is going to be getting his walking papers. No pun intended. And is going to be heading to free agency.
Wonder who's gonna get him.
He's been good. He's been good. He had a somewhat okay season.
What's crazy is that he's got a World Series title.
He's a World Series champion, and he had a good season with the Dodgers on that route to winning a World Series title. So basically, he'll have all the other teams chomping at the bit to acquire services.
Yeah, that's a very interesting thing to consider. Now then, sticking with the news for a second. Over in Tampa, the city once again they're discussing about the stadium situation.
So any updates from the Tampa Bay area about the Tampa area on Tropicana?
Well, the city has agreed to but the city once again okayed bonds for a new $1.3 billion stadium. They're still waiting on the county.
Well, at least they got the the city is okay with it but now if the county agrees with it, then at least they now know what to do. I wonder what. Now the question remains: I wonder what it's gonna look like.
Well, I think I can understand how come some of the folks, basically both the city and county are concerned because the timing of it. First of all, we brought this up weeks ago.
Was
rough.
The
timing of this whole thing is awful.
No, it was horrible. It was bad timing considering the fact that Hurricane Milton came by and everybody was expecting it to be bad, but they weren't expecting it to be that bad and causing that much damage to Tropicana Field.
Mm-hmm. And I think what people have to understand is that, like I said, the timing of it all is terrible because, like we brought up, they went through a hurricane, and some of the citizens of, that county, as we bring in our chaos theory person. Now,
there he is.
And as we bring in our executive our EP troll, welcome in, Jose.
Now, as I was saying, the timing of it's awful because Hurricane Milton just went through, and people are concerned that money should be going to help the people out instead of trying to build a stadium.
Most definitely. If anything, the stadium should be on the back burner, and they need to basically start doing basically rebuilding the community and getting relief funds to those affected by Milton.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. And the situation of it all, and we're trying not to dwell long on this because we got more stuff to cover. But I think the situation is that, number one, you got to figure out what to do about Tropicana Field. Are you going to fix Tropicana Field, or you're going to try to come up with something else? Because we know at least next season they're playing as the Rays are playing at Steinbrenner Field, and basically the Yankees told the Rays, "Hey, you're more than welcome to use this field for next season."
Sure, it upset at the county, but you have to realize. They're just trying to do what they got to do to be able to stay baseball ready, and they're more worried about the people that were affected. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now I think another thing to consider, Jacob, is also remember there are concession folks. There are folks that work in the concession stands at Tropicana Field. Now that they're playing over at Steinbrenner Field, those folks might be out of a job.
Yeah, if anything, they need to stop worried about that and stop worried about the stadium and start worried about people that are affected.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm just trying to bring that up. Like I said, expect to hear something from the county eventually.
Hopefully, all this red tape bullshit gets out of the way and things can go smooth sailing.
Yeah. And I think another thing to consider is that the Rays just go out to face facts and admit that they was trying to get the stadium built by 2028. Yeah, chances are that might not happen now.
That's going to be delayed. Might be pushed back. So I suggested them throw your hands up, say we messed up, and just try to move forward. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just find something to move forward.
I want to hear Jose's reaction about this recent signing of Max Fried agreeing with the Yankees for an 8-year, $218 million deal.
Is this to replace Juan Soto?
Partially,
I think it is.
I
think it is.
All right, let's show Money Truck for Jose about Juan Soto. There you go.
Honestly, I'm glad you brought this. I'm glad this is a good segue. I thought Juan was going to stay with the Yankees. In all honesty.
Well, they did put up an offer for $760 million, but then Queens came in and said, "No, we'll give you $5 million. We'll give you $5 million more." You know?
Now with the New York Mets.
Well, honestly, I thought that the Dodgers were going to drop a billion bomb on him.
Let's hope they don't waste
that. Ain't
themselves.
the case now, isn't it?
Hold on. Here's the thing, because I would never thought in my born days if I've ever seen the Yankees get outbought by their crosstown rivals.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
And they got Max Fried later on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somewhere George Steinbrenner is rolling over in his grave.
So this is going to be an interesting season for the Yankees and the Mets.
Now, back to the race for a second. They did push the opening game for next season. They had to push it back a day to make sure the field is prepared.
Which is understandable. They need to make sure that place is major league ready. You know.
Yeah, because chances are, like we said, Steinbrenner Field can only hold like 11,000 folks. So.
Yeah, it's laughable. It's laughable, but unfortunately, they're dealing with what they got. You know.
Yeah. Now, before we laugh, remember the A's are playing in Sacramento, so
Sacramento's got rougher, and Sacramento's got their own problems. You know.
Yeah. So all I gotta say is A's, good luck playing in that heat. Rays, good luck playing in the rain.
Yeah. Good luck, boys. All right. Well, now that we got most of the craziness of the off season out the way, we'll keep you updated on what's going on in the off season. Mostly to see what's going to happen. See who's going to be going through in the free agency. Any more big ass signings? We'll make sure to have the Brinks trucks ready to go, because we do have a bank right next, not too close from us. But nonetheless, let's head indoors and go see what's going on with the NBA, because I do believe we are getting close. We are just about to get ready to go with the knockout rounds of the NBA Cup.
Now, before we do, I do have some news to announce. First and foremost, Anthony Edwards going to get ready to pay up.
Oh God, what did the Brow do now?
No, Anthony Edwards.
Edwards. Not
what did
Davis.
Anthony Edwards do now?
Well, he's been fined $25,000 for using profane language during a media interview.
Oh, well, he started to get a little sailor out of him.
Yeah, he said actually they didn't go into full detail, but it said that he was fined $25,000 for using profane language during the media interview. Edwards' comments came after the Timberwolves 107-90 win at Golden State on Friday. Okay, then. Well,
sorry,
just have to watch his tone. You just got to watch his tone as Zach is making his way back into the building. So $25,000.
Yeah, careful what you say careful what you say, because everything can be recorded and it will come back and bite you in the wallet.
Yes, you will.
So how late am I? How much have I missed? I just
you missed us talking about what happened in the so far in the offseason.
You missed the MLB offseason, yeah.
Bitch.
Well, yeah, sorry about you missed us talking about the big signings and all that stuff, but that's about it. We're now talking about what's going on in the NBA. Mostly Anthony Edwards having a case of potty mouth and getting himself bought for $25K.
Now, also, Kawhi Leonard is practicing, but the Clippers are not rushing a return.
I mean, that's understandable. They don't want to immediately throw him back into the fire. I mean, you want to throw him back in the next year. My leg.
Do we really need to get the SpongeBob meme going?
Coming right up.
Don't you even think about it. Don't you even dare.
Do it.
But yeah. But yeah, smart call. It's a smart call to it's a smart call by the Clippers to have Kawhi just take it easy. Don't go crazy on coming back. Make sure that you're fully healed and you're ready to go to get back on the courts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My leg!
Damn it!
Hey!
Just told you. Also, Scotty Barnes of the Toronto Raptors had to exit last night's game with the Knicks, because midway through the third quarter, he sprained his right ankle.
Ooh!
Ow, shit.
He was helped off the court by teammates before hopping to the locker room, unable to put weight on his right foot.
Ooh, he's gonna need some crutches.
Mm-hmm. After the game, the Raptors coach, Darko Rajakovic, said initial X-rays on Barnes' foot did not reveal a fracture.
Thank God.
Barnes was injured. He landed on Knicks center Karl Anthony Towns while attempting to block his shot in front of the rim. Barnes scored 15 points in 23 minutes before he exited the game.
That has to hurt.
Now,
wait. You said 15 points. How fast? Sorry to cut you off, BC.
15 points in 23 minutes.
Not bad.
Now, let me also bring this up. Barnes missed 11 games earlier this season because of a right orbital fracture and has worn protective glasses since returning on the 21st.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him on that part. When you crack your orbital bone, that's basically where your eye socket is, and if you do damage to that, you're going to say goodbye to your vision. So he needs those glasses.
Yeah. Toronto went 2-9 without him. So yeesh.
So if anything, I suggest make sure you get some icy hot and some wrap on that ankle.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, I do believe we only have 2 games tonight.
Yep, and they're both quarterfinals in the NBA Cup bracket. Both one in the Western Conference and one in the Eastern. One in the Western Conference, one in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, this is the East that's going on tonight. Well,
the East is going to kick off. Is going to kick off the festivities on this TNT doubleheader. As over in Milwaukee
Forum.
At the Fivers Forum, thank you. I'll just call it the Milwaukee Forum. It just makes it easier for me. As the Bucks will be playing host to the Magic. Honestly, both teams have been having really somewhat good seasons. The Magic 17-9 to start the season. Very impressive for the boys down south side. While the Bucks have somewhat of a good season, 12-11 to start the season. Not bad for the boys.
You gotta remember on how young the Magic team is.
True. The youth on the Magic is commendable, honestly.
Absolutely. Let me just bring this up about Orlando. This team, like I said, last season they pushed Cleveland to the limit in the first round of the NBA playoffs. So and they're growing very, very well, and where we're heading, considering that every other team in the Southeast Division is pretty much hot garbage. Orlando's taking advantage of the situation.
Aside from a few teams, but yeah.
What the hell even is the combined gauge of the Magic starting 5 anyway? It can't be that old.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Young. One of them is Paolo Banchero.
If anybody's got the math for that, please do, because that would be a good question to ask, because I know numbers never lie would always do the age on that, you know.
My guess is under 30.
I'm saying under 32. I'm saying under 32 with the average age, honestly. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyways, later on tonight, to conclude the doubleheader on TNT.
25.4 is the average age.
What is
this year's Magic team? 25.4.
Wow, 25.4. Wow.
Yeah, that's saying something.
That Magic team is just old enough to go drinking.
So basically, just a touch younger than me, as I sit. I'm currently 26.
Yeah, they're just a half a year younger than you.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Anyways, later on tonight, they wrap up the doubleheader on the Western Conference side over in Oklahoma City. I know that I think they have a name for it, but I can't remember for the life of me.
Paycom.
At the Paycom Center.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, Paycom. I remember that. I used to have that when I was working. Yeah. Anyways, the Thunder will be playing host to the Mavericks of Dallas. You have to say, both like with the Magic and Bucks, both Dallas and Oklahoma City have had some really good starts to their season. You know.
You know something? Hold on.
Hey, let's. What?
That's Brandon.
I was gonna say let the Thunder let the Thunder get their credit for not letting off of what they built off of last season.
Most definitely.
You know, let me also bring this up about Dallas. First and foremost, Jason Kidd doing a wonderful job as head coach of the Mavericks. I mean, we
most definitely.
You know, like we said, we saw what he did in Brooklyn, and we saw what he did in Milwaukee. And when they hired him to coach the Mavericks, we all were scratching our heads, wondering.
You gotta keep in mind. That was where he started first.
Yeah, so basically it was a homecoming for Jason, for the New Jersey boy.
And also,
and the irony in all of it is.
Hold on, let me finish.
The irony in all of it is we didn't real.
Hold on, let me finish for a sec. Because also, you know, you got Luka, and you got Kyrie Irving. And at least he's staying out of trouble this time. At least he's not shooting his mouth off. They're working together, and the Mavericks are becoming a cohesive team. Strong team.
Don't sleep on the Thunder when it comes to being well, you know.
Yeah.
A well-oiled machine. Anyway, give me the Mavs to win this game, as the Mavs are my Western Conference team.
Yeah, here's the thing though. I'm gonna pull up the money lines, the money lines here for tonight. This is coming from BetMGM. If you want to pull up the ESPN bet or the FanDuel's bet, you can the FanDuel bet. Go for it. The money line goes like this. They're putting the Thunder as the favorites for tonight, with a -185 heavy favorite to the Mavericks +150.
Don't care. Still give me the Mavs.
But the spread is much different because it's a tight game. They're going to give it to the Thunder by 3.5.
That's not going to change my pick, though.
Okay, and believe it or not, they're actually going to say that the game tonight is going to be a high-scoring shooting affair because the total is 231.5.
Okay, hold on. Okay, before we go on any further, let me just encourage anyone: if you're gambling, please gamble responsibly.
Yes, please gamble responsibly, and you're of age, and you are knowing what you're doing.
And,
don't play.
Don't play what?
Viewers, listen to the sound of my voice. Don't play with the rent money. I say again, don't play with the rent money.
It's not worth it. It's not worth the headaches.
Yeah, I was about to say, those of you who took the advice from this show, please have your bookie go after Jacob Baker.
Hey!
Hey, what the hell?
Get off it!
Let's bring in the money from Jacob. Almost there.
Assholes. Anyways. But yeah,
Carter, you're a bastard. I hope.
And we're back.
What's not really necessary.
But tomorrow night,
yes,
the other half of the quarterfinals. Tomorrow night, they're not gonna. Tomorrow night on ESPN, at the Mecca at MSG will be the Knicks and the Hawks at 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock Eastern.
You know what? Give me the Hawks.
Fair enough. And then rounding out the festivities on TNT at 9:30 over at the Toyota Center. Houston will be playing host to the Warriors of Golden State.
Ooh, That's another spicy game. Ooh, I don't
What
think
a-
I can call that.
What a start for the Rockets.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta give the Rockets credit because they had ended last season and they carry on that momentum going on to this season. It's saying something.
Yeah, it is impressive for those boys down in H-Town. So safe to say, these upcoming games, they're trying their damnedest to get some love to the NBA Cup, but it's a big mountain to climb considering of all the flack.
Let's just put it this way. Hold on, Zach. Let's just put it this way. We're here talking about the Cup, and I'm pretty sure most of our viewers are going.
Yes.
I think I know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, turn it off.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's switch gears here. But as we're going to stay on the courts here, we're going to go to the collegiate side because as Brandon talked about it, we had a big shakeup in the we had a big shakeup in the AP Top 25 poll because of what happened over the weekend.
And we got a new team that's at the number 1 spot.
I hope you like Rocky Top. Because you're going to be hearing it for a bit because Tennessee holds the top slot in the AP Top 25.
You know what? Yeah, because let's bring this up because we spoke about this on Happy Hour Sunday. We spoke about how Kansas lost to Missouri.
Oh yeah, that big upset.
Thanks to Brandon.
Wait, they did?
Yeah.
Shit.
67. Missouri.
Shit, I had Kansas winning that game.
Yeah,
Brandon tagged me with upsets, and there's more.
Let me run down the rankings for this. Tennessee jumps to number 2 from number 3 last week. Auburn stays at number 2. Iowa State moves up from number 6 to number 3 in the nation. Duke with a big jump up from number 9 to number 4 in the nation. Kentucky takes a drop after losing
It's
takes
a
a
slight
drop
drop,
down from
not a big one.
not a slight drop, but a drop nonetheless from number 4 to number 5 as Duke takes over. Marquette takes a drop as well from as Kentucky takes their spot to number 6 in the nation. Alabama moves up 3 slots to number 7 in the nation. Gonzaga takes the 8th spot out there. Alabama takes their spot. Florida moves up 4 spots to number 9, and Kansas, after their big losses over the weekend, moves down 10 slots from number 1 to 10th in the nation.
They just put this way, and by the way, Jacob, that's 9.
That's 9, not 10. 10
Yeah.
would be 11.
My bad.
No,
11
and
is for Dewey, by the way.
yeah, I'm gonna say we're seeing it again. Upsets. We're seeing more unofficial upsets. We're seeing it again. We saw it last year. We saw so many upsets. I'm pretty sure Jose, even as we speak, is drinking KO Pete. Either that or Pepto Bismol. More power to you. But
KO Pepte doesn't come in a liquid. I don't think.
Again, I'm watching the upsets. This is all a foreshadowing.
Yes, I would say because we know last year, Jose was the one that said decided to go with Oakland over Kentucky, and well, you saw it.
Damn.
Yeah, you saw what happened, and it was
Damn.
bad. It was bad.
I was so happy I picked Oakland.
Damn, ain't that some shit?
But yeah, we got some game, but nonetheless, after those massive upsets, we do have some games going on tonight. In fact, we actually got a game going on as we speak over in Knoxville on ESPN. It's a continuation of the ACC SEC Challenge as the number one ranked team in the nation, Tennessee takes on the Hurricanes of Miami. Tennessee is already up 5-0 over the Canes.
Well, make it 5-2, but it's just started, so give it time.
You know what? Give me the Vols.
Okay, you know what? From here on out, to make sure that we don't have any bookie coming after us, lay off on the give me this and that.
Yeah. Hold off on the predictions for now.
Also, by the way, the Miami Tennessee game, that's a part of the Jimmy V Classic.
The Jimmy V Classic. Okay. Yeah, rest in peace to Jimmy V. Advance and dominate.
Now, also, survive and advance.
Survive and advance.
And it's an MSG too.
Yeah, at the Mecca.
Now, also tonight at the Cameron Indoor Stadium, we got school. Incarnate Word. That's the name of the school.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. They're going up against
Duke.
They're going up against Duke, fourth in the nation. Then at 8:00 down in Houston, the Cougars will be going head to head with the Trojans of Troy.
I wonder they got some Trojan men over there. Just one.
Trojan men.
Now, this is the second game that's going to take place this evening as part of the Jimmy V Classic. We got Michigan and Arkansas.
Michigan 14th in the nation.
Number 14.
Yep, number 14 in the nation will take on the Razorbacks of Arkansas. That's the second game so far of the Jimmy V Classic.
Yeah, I just want to point this out. I just want to point this out real quick that folks are going to see John Calipari coaching up this Razorbacks team, get them ready to play against Michigan. 8-1 so far, good start.
Yes, indeed. So only had one loss so far this season, so that's good for them, and they're in the top 15 too. So that's really good.
Yeah.
Then rounding out the festivities on Peacock, the Badgers of Wisconsin will take on the Fighting Illini of Illinois.
Yeah, this is
funny. Remember that.
Yeah, I was about to say this is a Big Ten showdown in Champaign.
Yep. Either Illinois is going to be literally popping champagne, or Madison's going to be throwing cheese.
Yeah, well, more power to you. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Both these teams are 0-1 in the Big Ten, so both of them both these teams would love to get a W. But only one can walk out as the winner. Remember, there ain't no ties in college basketball.
No, we dance until somebody says no mercy, no mo. Anyways, let's flip the script and stay on the college hardwood as we go to the ladies' side. And then
hold on, Jacob, because as we are on the women's side, I guess this is the first time this season Tennessee is ranked. The Lady Volunteers, they are ranked, and it's about time because this team is undefeated.
So you're saying both men and women are now top ranked in Tennessee?
Well, the Lady Vols just entered into the top 25.
Okay.
Yeah, they just entered into the top 25, which is kind of unusual because this team had been in the top 25 and 779 of 870 total weeks, and this is their first time being ranked since 2023.
Wow.
Yeah, November 27th, 2023. And also, that's saying something. 5A, our top three teams are still the same. UCLA, UConn, South Carolina.
Go Lady Bruins.
What the fuck?
Also, I'm going to take a shot in the dog and say that LSU and USC is number 4 and number 5. Texas is 6.
Speaking of women's basketball, I don't know about you guys, but over the weekend there was an upset.
Let me finish the top 10. Like I said, Texas is 6, Maryland is 7, Notre Dame is 8, Duke is number 9, and Oklahoma is number 10. That's the top 10. And as you brought up, Brandon, that was an upset?
Yeah, over this past weekend, and it's a Saturday game. And it's on to set.
Oh, yeah. This is how Tennessee got ranked. They beat Iowa over the weekend, 78-68.
Oof, that hurt. That hurt. That has to hurt.
Yeah, that hurt the Lady Hawkeyes of Iowa.
Yeah.
Oofa.
Yeah, oofa.
Yeah. Also, hold on. Let me just look through here real quick. Outside of that, was a quiet. Yeah, it was basically a quiet weekend. on women on the court on the women's side. I'm still looking over these scores. Give me a sec. Yeah, it was a quiet weekend. Now tonight we got two games top 25, and one game is already in action.
In fact, the game's actually about to head into the half. Over in Columbus, the Lady Buckeyes are leading the Cardinals of Ball State about to head to the half, 38-17.
They're at halftime.
38-20.
Yeah, they're at halftime. And coming up later on this evening, ladies and gentlemen, on the Big Ten Network, we got Fresno State and the Lady Trojans of USC.
Yep, ranked number 5 in the nation for the Trojans, and they would love to get a big win and possibly have a chance to move up in the AP poll for next week.
Mm-hmm. That's saying something.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Sure, it's been not, but a lot of manic stuff is going on the women's side, but that doesn't mean the action is not hitting the ice blocks.
Mm-hmm. And then we're moving swiftly on to
let's get on the ice for some NHL action as we are about to hit the halfway mark of December.
And funny enough, since we're here, I just peered over from Hagen and said that Shatterkirk is retiring after 14 seasons.
Oh yeah. We can actually now announce this. Kevin Shattenkirk, after 14 seasons, playing nearly 1,000 over 950 games, and with 91 playoff appearances, and is going to finally retire after finally hoisting Lord Stanley's Cup.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Shattenkirk made the announcement in a statement issued by the Players Association on Tuesday. He did win the Stanley Cup in 2020 with the Lightning. The 35-year-old appeared in 952 regular season games, split between 7 teams, along with 91 playoff appearances. Shattenkirk has gone unsigned since scoring 6 goals and 18 assists in the Bruins last season. I can proudly say that I have accomplished most of my career goals. I scored big goals, including a Stanley Cup final overtime goal, played in All-Star games, represented my country in the Olympics, and won the Stanley Cup, Shattenkirk said. What makes me even prouder when I reflect back on my career are the countless friendships that I have made along the way. Thank you to all my teammates. It was an honor to play with all of you. He was selected 14th overall in the 2007 draft by the Avalanche, and he made his NHL debut with the Avalanche in the 2010-11 season before he was traded to the Blues. He then played 6+ seasons with the Blues, during which he was selected to represent the U.S. at the 2014 Sochi Olympics.
That was when they finally let NHL players finally be a part of the of ice hockey, if I remember correctly.
And earned his lone All-Star game appearance in 2015. Shattenkirk's most memorable goal came 6 minutes and 34 seconds into overtime to seal the Lightning's 5-4 win over Dallas in Game 4 of the 2020 Stanley Cup Final,
aka the Bubble Cup.
Tampa Bay went on to win the series in 6 games. He signed with the Lightning after having the final 2 years of his contract bought out by the Rangers the previous summer. He also played for Washington, Rangers, Ducks, and the Ducks. Shattenkirk's best statistical season came in 2016-17 when he finished with 56 points, including 13 goals split between the Blues and the Capitals. Overall, he finished with 103 goals and 381 assists for 484 points. So, yeah, he managed to stick around. So, and he contributed.
Decent career.
He contributed, throughout his career. So that's saying something. So that's good.
Indeed.
Sadly, looking at the numbers, I'm not sure if it's
Toronto worthy.
HOF worthy, but
it's a good career. It was a good career.
Yeah, I think even he knows he's not going to the Hall of Fame. So
it's sad, but it is what it is.
Like I brought up last week, it's the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Very Good. No, just want to bring that up. Now,
I have one question.
What the hell the cops are doing here? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. They're getting somebody down in Scottsdale.
Oh,
What? What are they? What now?
This guy, Paul Bissonnette,
Oh, I see
was
it.
in a
Yeah.
brawl with 6 other men at a Houston restaurant on November 24th.
Oh my.
wow! Like I said, good grief. Man,
He was. Is he that bored? That bored for not playing in the NHL? He decided to start throwing fisticuffs.
I don't think so.
yeah, I was about to ask: is he even in the sport?
He formerly was.
Oh, I guess he just couldn't find something better else to do other than to stay out of trouble. Let me also bring this up. Blackhawks, they placed their goaltender, Peter Buzak, on the IR with a left groin injury.
Ooh.
And so, yeah. Buzak,
I had to adjust myself from that. Ow.
They put him on injury reserve on Sunday with a left groin injury. He was replaced on Saturday's game by Arvid Soderblom in the first period of Saturday's 4-2 loss to the Jets. Wow. So, well, you hate it when you see injuries like that. And I just got a quick question before we go to the scores. Which sport injury is worse, basketball or hockey?
Well, I would have to say hockey because considering the fact that you're literally gliding on blades that have a surface area about almost thinner than a human hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what we have seen stories where players are accidentally cut by the blade.
Yeah, by the blades and almost died. Where I remember hearing a story about a goalie who actually had his jugular sliced by a blade, and if it wasn't for a former Army medic, he would have been dead.
Yeah, I think Brandon got some breaking news for us.
No, I'm just looking over at what I'm seeing, and this is coming from this afternoon. The St. Louis Cardinals are ready to trade Nolan Arenado.
Oh yeah, I already heard that one.
The hell?
Nolan, yeah, they're a big start for the Cardinals.
Are they ready to start over?
I know
Yeah.
who Nolan Arenado is, but Arenado's been good for them from what I've heard. Why are they letting him go?
He started with Colorado and then I believe he got traded to St. Louis.
Yeah, he did. And the Rockies were pissed.
Yeah, and now it's been said that
decision.
he's ready to get traded again, this time potentially to New York.
The Yankees?
It said it's potential trade, so keep your eyes on it.
Either Yankees or Mets.
Yeah.
Brandon says New York.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run through the scores tonight. All these games haven't started just yet, but they all go to some of them start at the top of the hour.
Yes.
Yep. Starting off over at Raleigh. In Raleigh, the Hurricanes will be playing host to the Sharks of San Jose.
Yep. This is going to be a very interesting game at the Lenovo Center.
Yep, at the Lenovo Center. Next up.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got to. Over at the Prudential Center, aka Welcome to the Rock. The Devils will be playing host to the Maple Leafs of Toronto.
Now over at the PPG Paints Arena, we got the Avalanche and the Penguins.
Yep. Yeah, the Avs and the Pens will be duking battle in Pittsburgh, and then rounding out the 7:00 festivities over in Columbus. And Columbus at the I think I know they have a name. I think it's the Nationwide Arena.
Nationwide is on your side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you know what's gonna happen. Anyways, Columbus will be playing host to the Flyers of Philadelphia.
Also, over at the UBS Arena, we got the Kings and the Islanders.
Yep. Interconference battle between the Kings and the Isles over in Belmont. Then at 8 o'clock, starting off in Smashville at the Bridgestone, the Predators will be playing host to the Flames of Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
They're rounding out the 8 o'clock festivity. Oh, hey, as we welcome in Jamal and Hit Kid, welcome in.
Lads.
At the Canada Life Center, the Winnipeg Jets, who have been on a tear, has been running the Western Conference like nobody's business. 20-9. We're playing host to the Bruins of Boston.
That should be a very interesting game to see.
Because it's somebody's cousin from Boston.
Nice. Then at 9 o'clock over in Edmonton at the Rogers Place, the Oilers will be playing host to the Lightning of Tampa Bay.
Also, we also got going on at the Delta Center. We got the Minnesota Wild and the Utah Hockey Club.
Yep. Then for the nightcap game, starting things off in Vancouver. The Canucks will be playing host to the Blues of St. Louis.
And also, the reigning defending Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers, travel to the Climate Pledge Arena to play against the Kraken.
They're going coast to coast, quite literally, as the Panthers will be heading to the Pacific Northwest to take on the Kraken of Seattle.
Friends and neighbors, I would have given my picks over that section, but this bunch cut me off. Sorry, not sorry.
You're doing us all a favor. There, buddy. Anyways, all right. So say we got a big menu for our hockey boys here tonight. You can check them games out on ESPN Plus or your local cable providers if you want to get the local size.
Let me also throw this in, because those of you that have the bundle of Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu, you can now watch ESPN on Disney Plus. ESPN Plus on Disney Plus. So
yeah, so basically go for the Disney Plus bundle. It's worth the $13.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only you get Disney Plus, you'll get ESPN Plus, but Hulu as well. So it's worth the money.
Yep. All right, then let's go and move on, Jacob.
All right. Well, it's time for us to go across the pond. Normally we would talk about what's going on with the Premier League, but something else has been driving more insanity as what's been going on in England, and that's with the Champions League.
UCL, baby.
Yeah, safe to say the Champions League has been bringing up more craziness than what's been going on with the Prems.
I just want to bring this up before Hit Kid say something. I just want to bring this up. You know, those UK fans are crazy about that sport of soccer. Every time a coach doesn't do well, you always hear them chant, "You're going to get sacked in the morning."
Premier League football fans are ruthless.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
On that front, I have heard many a chance.
I'm just waiting till March happens when I get to go off on the all-time football rant.
Well, you got 3 months, so you ain't worrying about that. You ain't have to worry about that.
Yeah, some tells me Hick is hibernating until then.
Oh, people know what it's about.
Oh,
I have heard some funny as fuck, but nasty as fuck footy chants that, if I repeated, would get us kicked off a StreamYard. Trust.
Yeah, no thanks. But anyways, we had some games on tap that just finished today. Let's run them down. Starting off, Liverpool had a 1-0 win over Girona. Nice job, boys. Celtic and Dinamo Zagreb drew to a 0-0 draw.
Also, Real Madrid.
That's coming up, so I have to go down.
All right. We also had Real Madrid defeated. Real Madrid defeated.
I got you. It's Atalanta BC 3-2 in a good matchup.
Yeah.
Good job, Real Madrid.
Yeah. Bayern
04.
Munich.
Bayern Munich, yeah.
No.
Different Bayern.
Which one are you looking at here?
Yeah, it's Bayern 04.
I'm not looking at score, by the way. Okay, now
I got you. I got you on this one. Bayern 04 took care of Inter Milan 1-0 at in San Siro.
Okay.
Yeah, Club Bruges took care of Sporting Lisbon 2-1.
These names are just driving me nuts.
Oh yeah, PSG shut down Red Bull Salzburg 3-0.
Well, not really A, but one of the biggest clubs in France.
Here's the actual Bayern Munich you were talking about. Bayern Munich FC took care of Shakhtar 5-1.
And Aston Villa defeated the other Red Bull team 3-2.
Aston Villa making a wake up.
3-2.
Red Bull Leipzig.
Yeah, and for what I've been hearing from our football expert, Mr. Gurak, unfortunately, we might be seeing Leipzig being the first one to get the boot. And to round out the festivities, Brest took care of PSV 1-0 in the final. In the final. Anyways, we got some games coming up tomorrow morning. Actually, noon 45 starting tomorrow morning or afternoon if you're Eastern time at noon 45. Atletico Madrid will be going head to head with SK Slovan Bratislava.
We also have going on at the same time. By the way, catch some of these games over on Paramount Plus.
Or believe it or not, Amazon as well. Don't forget those. Lille will be going head again with Sturm Graz SK.
Also later on, we got AC Milan playing against Red Star Brigade.
Yeah, the Red Star.
Matt's got breaking news on Man City.
What's up with Man City? I gotta hear this.
Okay, thanks. All right, thanks to Ray Dizzy. He says the original 115 alleged charges given to Man City have been extended to a total of 130.
15 more? 15 more charges have been added. This is coming from Marty N. Zeiger off of Twitter. Good Lord.
From the Daily Mail. Guys, why do you think I said I'm hibernating till March?
What?
Let me be clear. I could absolutely turn into these cheating fuckers right now.
I don't blame you.
I fucking despise them, as everyone knows.
Yep,
they are non-cheating motherfuckers. They've robbed a couple of titles. They've robbed United of a couple of titles. Hell, they've even robbed Spurs of a title now.
And Gurag came in a perfect timing for this.
Yes, he did.
I want him to go out the league. I want the club to go extinct.
Well, save that for March. Trust me, save it for March. Anyways, Gurag, your time is...
Like I told y'all before, after talking to another English friend, I don't think we'll get the results we're hoping for, simply because of how corrupt the English football system actually is.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
No, not this time.
Not this time. The evidence is too heavy on this part.
I think they're going down harder than Fort Knox.
Hold on, Jim. I think Gurg wants a word.
Go ahead, Gurok. This is your world.
City. How the fuck do you drop points to Crystal Palace of all teams?
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Put the camera on Gurok.
How?
Give him the camera, lads. Give him camera.
There you go.
We'll be lucky to even see the Premier League next season. They might actually only be up here because Man City are in such shit as they are in right now. How do you drop points to them? This is, in NFL terms, like the Chiefs going and not getting a comfortable win against the Jets. Except Crystal Palace doesn't even have a washed-up Aaron Rodgers with them.
That's a barn burner right there.
Yeah,
that is a bird.
I need to apologize. To every football fan that said that the end was with that their season was over with Rodgers' injury. I thought, it's a minor hiccup. That it's City. They'll find a way to recover as long as Erling Haaland is still out there. Nope. He was. I really underestimated how needed Rodri is with their back line. Without him, there is no back line. It's over. They have
You want to
There
know
you go.
something? They have one win in their last 9 matches. I'll let that sink in for a moment. They
lost 9 of their last 10.
That's 3 points out of a possible 27.
They've lost. They have Juventus tomorrow night.
Yep.
Juventus has only lost once in all competitions, and that was against Stuttgart.
Get fucked.
Okay, easy, gentlemen. Let's go to the Premier League over the
Juventus
weekend.
probably isn't going to be good. They've looked pretty suspect as well. They have 6 wins and 9 draws in Serie A. But honestly, I don't think this is. It's just becoming laughable at this point. Yeah.
Now, let's hold on. Let's go ahead and run through the Premier League over the weekend. Aston Villa defeated Southampton 1-0.
Yep, they took care of Aston Villa 1-0 in the with that.
Brentford defeated Newcastle United 4-2.
Yep.
Crystal Palace and Man City, as Gerg was talking about, drew to a 2-2 tie. I'm pretty sure both those teams were kissing their sister. Nottingham Forest defeated Man U 3-2.
The first win at Old Trafford in 30 years.
Let Ruben Amorim clean this squad of shit players out.
I wouldn't blame you on that part.
Bad that their sporting director Mark Ashworth dismissed the following morning.
Yeah, because he kept Ten Hag. He was one of the men who kept Ten Hag and all that.
You knew that was going to come.
We also had a postponement also over the weekend. It was between Liverpool and Everton, believe it or not.
Now, on Sunday, speeding this along, Fulham and Arsenal played to a 1-1 tie.
Yep.
AFC Bournemouth.
AC Bournemouth
defeated Ipswich Town 2-1.
Yep. I'll take care of this one. Brighton and Leicester drew to a 2-2 tie.
I hope they're kissing this.
A complete choke on Brighton's half.
Yeah, it did. Leicester
Sunday
came back
was the day of the choke.
Yeah,
Chelsea defeated Hotspur 4-3.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs had a rough night.
One fucking job. Not to fucking choke. You had a 2-goal lead and you fucking pissed it away when you didn't need to. Let me see. Oh, and how funny is it that Jamal just runs into the chat as I go into this.
And Chelsea's in second place, 4 points behind against Liverpool.
Yeah, they are with that win last Sunday.
He said they have now lost 11 Premier League games after being up at least 2 goals. That is pathetic. And by the way, do not think that I'm gonna just because you are my team and just because you didn't play over the weekend, that does not mean you are going from guilt.
No, we've had some
dropped points
days
on Wednesday night to Newcastle.
Yeah,
that postponement was due to inclement weather over the weekend.
Yeah, bad weather. Yeah, it was because of bad weather.
That was going to happen regardless. Now you played like ass on Wednesday night against Newcastle, and what happened? That allowed Chelsea to close the gap to 4 points.
Yep. 4 points as we're about to hit the halfway mark of December.
Hold on, Jacob. Got one more score, and this from yesterday.
Yep.
West Ham United defeated the Wanderers 2-1.
Yeah, they defeated the Wolves 2-1 to round out the week.
That's points for me. Let's go.
Yeah, and for Mikel Antonio, who was involved in a serious car crash over the weekend. He is completely fine.
That's
but
terrible.
We'll have to go for surgery, and Socek, who had the first goal in the match, dedicated it to him.
Nice.
Pretty sure he's proud.
Love tribute.
And that means Gary O'Neill's probably gonna be on Finn fucking ice if he isn't already.
Oof. Anyways, here's the table for this upcoming. All right, let's run down the table for this upcoming weekend. Starting off this Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern. 10 o'clock Eastern. Starting off, Everton and Arsenal are gonna kick off the festivities. Then Fulham FC will be playing. Then Fulham FC and Liverpool are going to do battle. Then Newcastle and Leicester are going to hook it up.
Mm-hmm.
And
also, you got the Wanderers.
Game.
I was about to say, you got the Wanderers and Ipswich Town. They're going to do battle. Did you bring up Arsenal and Everton?
Yeah,
yes, we did.
Gotcha. All right.
For the tea time festivities, it'll be Aston Villa going head to head with Nottingham Forest.
Then Sunday is Derby Day.
We got Sunday Derby Day, and it's a big Derby Day for Hit Kid because it's the Manchester Derby.
Honestly, with our squad, we should have no shot but those to beat those cheating cunts.
Come on, United.
It's going to be a shit show. But before that, they have a big rival. Well, it's not a big rivalry. It's a big rivalry for the area. Brighton versus Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it's not a major rivalry, but it's a derby nonetheless.
Look, Hit Kid, I know our squad is a shambles right now, but with how poorly City have been playing recently, you've got to believe that we're at least in there with half a chance.
It's better than nothing.
Half a chance, yes, but I still want to win.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, we got Chelsea and Brentford.
Yep, Chelsea and Brentford at 2:00. Southampton and the Spurs.
Derby.
Yep. South London Derby, and then Southampton will be and the Spurs will be duking it out.
Jacob,
they don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Jacob, West London, not South London.
Oh, West London. My apologies.
I just want to bring this up. I brought this up before. I mean, these day names. The Stamford Bridge.
Well, that's traditional stadium name. They've been there for like over 100 years.
He's got you there. Then rounding
it's named after a very important bridge in English history.
Yeah, he's got you there. And then rounding out the table at 3:00, 9:00 on the UK side. AC Bournemouth will be playing. We are going head to head with West Ham United.
Yeah, that's on Monday.
Well, I mean on Monday night. Yeah, you're right. That is Monday night.
Come on, the Hammers.
Monday Night Footy. And before we move on, we got to give some credit to our boy Matty Dangerously because over on the state side, we have just crowned our MLS Cup champions, and for the 6th time in their careers, and a record-setting 6th time, the MLS Cup will be heading back to the City of Angels and the LA Galaxy.
First time in 10 years.
The kings of soccer of football is back in the City of Angels, LA Galaxy.
First time since 2014, and it was a tough battle to say the least between them and the Red Bulls of New York.
After getting rid of Chris Kling as a president and Dan Beckerman's first year, getting rid of Chicharito and bringing in the first Japanese captain of the team, they won their first MLS Cup in his first year. Incredible.
Yep. And it was a tough fight to say the least. The Galaxy won it against the Red Bulls 2-1 in a great matchup to say the least. Give the Red Bulls credit; they put up a lot of fight. Haven't had a chance to finally win a cup in their storied franchise, but it's in their first ever MLS Cup final since 2008. You got to give them credit for hanging in there with the juggernauts that is the LA Galaxy.
Yep, and every teams in LA are praising them. Like Ray Dizzy says, Dodgers, Kings, USC, and UCLA, and the LA Rams congratulating the LA Galaxy.
Most definitely.
And hold on, let me get this straight. LA Galaxy signed their first ever Japanese soccer player as their captain, win the MLS Cup against New York Red Bulls. And the Dodgers signed Shohei Ohtani, beat the Yankees in the World Series. What a coincidence.
Very interesting.
Let's not dip into the
yeah, let's not dip into that. Anyways, let's switch the gears here. Let's get down to the main course of this dish. Let's get into the college football because before we talk about the college football playoff bracket, this Saturday is the regular season finale, and it's a tradition that's been going on for over 100 years, and it's going to still continue on. It is of course, the Army-Navy game in Maryland. Of course, at Northwest Stadium. The 11-1 Army Black Knights taking on the 8-3 Navy midshipmen of Navy.
Oh, me, Gulak's favorite Army-Navy game. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
and it's going to be a very special one indeed because it is the 125th edition between these two schools. And they're bringing out Squids. And they're bringing out the special attires for this edition because for the Army, man, they're going to be honoring the 101st Airborne, the 101, the Screaming Eagles for this Saturday's game, and for the Navy, they're raising the Jolly Roger for the midshipmen.
Absolutely, that's very most intriguing. Also, we got to keep this in mind that bowl season gets underway Saturday too.
Yeah, this Saturday is the start of Bowl Mania. And and for those who's going to be doing the Bowl Mania pick'ems, I suggest have fun with it because we got 40 bowl games, and it's going to be a lot of insanity to start off.
Like I said, as I brought up, this Saturday, of course, we spoke about the Cricket Celebration Bowl. We got Jackson State and South Carolina State, and we got the Veterans Bowl, the Salute the Veterans Bowl, between South Alabama and Western Michigan.
Yep.
Hey,
a lot of big time matchups. But if you want to have fun doing your own pick'em contest, ESPN has got you set up and ready to go with the Bowl Mania pick'em contest. They have a challenge there as well. If you could somehow in some way go 40 for 40 and knock out Bowl Mania, you can win yourself $1 million. But it's much like March Madness. It's damn near impossible.
It's doable. Well, technically, it isn't impossible to say the least, but it is doable.
It is.
Absolutely.
But the big matches for us is of course next Saturday, which is of course the start of the college football playoff. 12 teams will enter, but only one will hoist the coach's trophy in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep, that's something to look forward to. It starts next Friday in Indiana. Now, also while we're in the neighborhood, the finalists for the Heisman Trophy have been announced.
Yes, the finalists have been announced.
Is Travis Hunter.
Yes. Oregon's Dylan Gabriel.
Yep.
Colorado's Travis Hunter. Boise State's Ashton
Genty.
And Miami's Cam Ward were announced as the Heisman Trophy finalists last night.
Yep, those are your four finalists.
I think Travis Hunter might get this.
Yep, they are the announced for the four finalists.
It should be Travis Hunter. I will be shocked.
Yeah.
I have to agree. Travis Hunter has had an amazing season this year. Honestly, I feel like he should be the shoe-in to hoist to raise the Heisman Trophy. You know, it'd be a nice cap. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no Bryson Daly, but I can see but he probably have ease. But I mean, he's been a good quarterback, but I don't think. But oh well.
We'll have to see what happens when the voting gets done on that night on the Heisman ceremony on that night, because the votes are still getting tallied and counted as we speak. So we're gonna have to see what happens. Who's gonna hoist the Heisman on that fateful night?
Absolutely, it should be very, very interesting how this whole thing's gonna turn out, because we know that almost like for a while now the quarterback's been winning the Heisman. So it's gonna be interesting to see if Travis Hunter could break through and become the first two-way player to win the Heisman. At least on the defensive side, he'll be the first one since Woodson way back when.
Yeah, Charles Woodson of Michigan.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens. But nonetheless, we'll see what happens. Anyways, all right, gentlemen. Well, we got the appetizers ready, all finished up. Let's get
97.
Let's get started with the main event, with the main course, and that is, of course, the NFL. We have now entered week 15 of the NFL season, and we've already dealt out our fair share of Ubers, and we got something else in mind, and it's for a team that I don't even want to touch with a 10-foot pole. Jeez,
well, before we
we're gonna go in order.
Fair enough.
Now, like we said, we did speak about the majority of these games on Sunday. So now the focus is on the late games of what we witnessed first and foremost.
We still gonna break this down piece by piece.
We're gonna break this down as we always do, game by game.
Yes,
let's do it then.
I weren't here on Sunday, so I'm on a break.
Fair enough. It's only fair that we help out. We give Kid the run through. Let's do this properly.
Yeah.
Green Bay fell short to Detroit again.
Thursday Night Football.
I predicted Packers would have upset.
Why? I did not fancy the upset because
the Lions put the balls in the fourth down play.
That Lions offense is absolutely devastating.
They pulled it off great and pulled off the game-winning field goal.
I do think they got very lucky because that Jared
exactly.
That Jared handoff to David Montgomery saved them.
Oh my God!
He almost blew it, dude.
If they didn't get it, Green Bay would have beaten them.
Yeah,
so honestly,
here's what I will say though. Every great team needs a bit of luck. Other point, very important point. I mentioned this. Lots of injuries for Green Bay on the defense in that game. Like people talk about the Lions injuries. Green Bay, I believe, had at least 2 to 3 players on their defense carted off.
Yes.
I think
it was rough.
I think Green Bay can beat Detroit. For as much as people want to give them their flack, I think Green Bay can beat this team.
And the thing is, Detroit still haven't got the fucking division wrapped up.
No.
The
NFC North
we'll get to grabs. We'll get to the Vikings in a second.
Detroit got into the playoffs last week, though, didn't they?
They did. They're in the playoffs. Buccaneers defeated the Raiders 28-13.
And the Pirate Bowl.
This is hashtag no one is surprised.
Basically.
The game of the weekend.
Yeah, Jaguars defeated the Titans 10-6.
Yeah,
the most pathetic game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Cheers,
Why?
Cheers, Tank Big Spig. Cheers.
Yeah, we already gave the Titans their Ubers, so we did that already.
Hey, Tennessee.
Wait.
Welcome to the Death Note officially.
I didn't think Malik could get any more miserable. Lose to the Jets. There it is.
Dolphins defeated the Jets 32-26 in overtime.
A game which you can't blame Aaron Rodgers for losing.
I still will blame him because he's the coach of the team. So
we already gave the Jets their Ubers. Vikings defeated the Falcons 42-21.
Yep. Got them as they deserve. No defense from either team until like the second half.
Yeah, but can we just say the Falcons are frauds? I've been
saying
this for weeks.
Yeah.
Also, you should have bet on your defense instead of getting another QB.
Also, to be fair, you can see I think drafted Penix Jr. now, though.
I could see it, but also you should have prioritized defense anyway.
Yeah.
Is
that this year in the draft?
Saints defeated the Giants 14-11.
In a game,
miserable game.
I told you so.
Block field goal. Poor Giants fans. You think
but here's some sort of good news for Brandon. Because of that loss to the Raiders, they are now tied for the top slot in the tank offs, but Las Vegas holds the tiebreaker.
So that's not good news. That means you just suck enough for the Raiders to take advantage of you sucking.
Boys, I need to head down now, but that's just coming. So I'll be back.
Gotcha.
And Steelers defeated the Browns 27-14.
No suckers there.
Yeah. Now then, I believe we're on to our late game. First and foremost, Eagles defeated the Panthers 22-16.
They got lucky. What is going on with the Eagles' offense?
The Eagles having another game where they get very lucky, this time with a losing team.
Yeah.
I know.
What are they doing?
I just want to point
Their
this
passing
out.
is a problem.
Hold on, time out. I just want to point this out that this team is winning in spite of their head coach.
This is nuts.
Yeah, that's what I said, Rich. I know some folks are saying the same thing about Tampa, but that's besides.
This is the Eagles are a ball club that shouldn't be winning right now, but they are.
Yeah. By the way,
I could say that about a few other teams.
Yeah, I was about to say, Eagles.
Yeah, us included.
Eagles. Gordon the train is ready for you in gate 2. Step on over.
Man, it's nice to know my team already won this week. Today has been so relaxing. That's just like us knowing we got a free dub tonight. And with that, the revenge tour can officially begin. Well, if it isn't the soon-to-be runner-up in the NFC. Okay, Detroit, you're going to have to explain that to me because I don't understand why you're talking about yourself like that. You know, I wouldn't mind if it was y'all in the Super Bowl, Philly. It's always nice to beat somebody twice. Oh yeah, KC, that reminds me, y'all do owe us some run back. I'd like to see the refs help y'all this time. Whatever you say, buddy. You know, Philly, as a soon-to-be 1 seed myself, I feel like a Bills-Eagles Super Bowl would feed families. If y'all can get there. Well, if that ain't the pot calling the kettle black. Okay, Detroit, buddy, we gotta get you to stop talking in the third person.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. so much this. I love it.
Congratulations, Philly. You managed to get into the playoffs. Thankfully for you, Dallas and the Giants love to flop all over themselves. So it was pretty easy to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. This as I say, outside of the Commanders, this NFC East might be heading down the stretch. Now Seahawks defeated the Cardinals 30-18.
I will do the favor. Oh, never mind. He's already here.
Boys, something bad's gone down at my place. I won't be back. I've got to go.
Okay.
Go do what you got to do. Go.
I will take this for him because I know he was very happy about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray, you have a lot of problems, buddy. 4 interceptions in the past 2 games. You looking very shoddy right now.
Ouch!
I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop these interceptions because, quite frankly, you're making the Cardinals pay for it, and now you've blown a lead in the NFC West. Congratulations! You're tied with the Niners.
Kyler Murray might not be him.
I think that's in it to some right now. The Seahawks might be pretty much have the NFC. I'm not gonna say the NFC West gonna be in cruise control because, good Lord, we had a shootout at SoFi. I mean,
what shootout? What
the Rams and the Bills.
Oh, I'm about to say. I thought we were talking about the Niners and Bears because that
no.
We're not talking about San Francisco. We're talking about Silicon Valley. We're talking about LA.
No. I said SoFi, not Levi. SoFi.
We ain't talking about James.
No, Rams defeated the Bills 44-42.
Just when you think the Bills are on top, they go ahead and lose this game out of literal nowhere.
After Josh Allen put the team on his back and threw for 6 TDs.
And somehow they still lose.
I want to point this out because I played against Pedro in the season finale of our fantasy league, and it's not easy when your fantasy team lost by 90 points. Trust me.
Damn.
It's not that easy of a feeling because Josh Allen went to town, and then he had a Cowboys player who also went to town, and that's it. For you know it, the final score was like 156-74. I said, well, this thing is over. Is it 156 or 165? I wasn't paying that much attention. I'm saying to myself, this thing is over. But speaking of over, we brought up the 49ers defeated the Bears 38-13.
And the Niners are still within striking distance of winning the NFC West in spite of the fact that they don't look great.
Mm-hmm.
Funny how that works out.
And the game that gave Matt indigestion, the Chiefs defeated the Chargers 19-16. Thanks to a doink kick that went in.
I'm going to repeat what I've been saying the entire season. Stop giving Kansas City a chance to win.
One shot. The defense.
Stop giving them a chance to win. How hard is it to repeat what Buffalo did? Apparently, it's hard for the rest of the NFL.
I feel like the rest of the NFL has got concrete for skulls because seriously.
Also, by the way, that win gives the Chiefs the AFC West. So,
I hope they lose in the playoffs. I'm being salty.
Yeah, you better hope. You better hope because they have home field advantage, and good luck playing the Chiefs at home.
Yeah.
In February.
Hold on, it's either the Chargers or the Ravens or the Bills against the Chiefs.
I don't even have faith in the Bills playing the Chiefs at their home stadium.
Right, because Chiefs have the home field advantage for now.
And the Chiefs have always beat the Bills in the playoffs.
Hey, if it's
let's hope for a miracle. Let's hope.
I know I'm gonna shock some people when I say this, but if it's us, I know I've pretty much been blind faced in the Ravens all season, but if it's us, I'm really worried here.
We might want to worry about these next 4 games before we start worrying about the Chiefs in the playoffs.
For a miracle, Justin Herbert. For the Ravens, either Lamar Jackson pulls a miracle or Derrick Henry pulling a miracle against the Chiefs. For Bills, Josh Allen. There we go.
Now, last night in Springfield, the Bengals and the Cowboys did battle, and whoever Cowboys special team coordinator is might be getting ready to start looking for a new job this morning.
That was a deja vu since 1993, the Thanksgiving game from the Cowboys and the Dolphins.
Leon Lett.
Yeah, the sleep bowl.
Yeah, Cowboys repeated it.
The most embarrassing Dallas Cowboys loss of the entire season.
Yep.
How do you pull that off?
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Sorry for the quick emergency. Just something's happened.
Oh,
Josh
you're
knows
good.
what it is.
No, you're good, man.
What games were we getting into before I had to leave?
We're literally on the last one.
Yeah, Monday Night Football.
Okay, well, can I quickly backtrack it a bit on the late games?
Go ahead, hit kid.
All right, ahead,
Chicago are a mess of an organization.
Yeah.
I had a feeling though the Niners were going to batter somebody.
And their defense is very overrated.
Yes. Thank God I dropped it. Well done, Buffalo. Your defense did a no-show to help Stafford and the Rams win. But I did enjoy us whipping the Cardinals again. Kyler Murray, the gift that keeps on giving.
Like Jamal says, he get 4 interceptions by Kyler Murray.
The gift
in the past 2 games.
Do I need to say Kyler Murray's nickname again?
No.
We own. Gino is 6-0 against them, by the way.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've not lost with Gino against that lot.
Let me just point this out real quick. I'm pretty sure Jameis Winston is looking at Kyler Murray and going, "Damn."
Is this so we're on the last game, which means we're on the Monday Night Football.
Yep.
Yeah, we always spoke about the Chiefs beating the Chargers 19-17.
Oh, they went to the playoffs.
The doink.
Yeah, doink kick the win.
Doink, bro, you managed to win the game, bro. That's a bit of a wrestling joke.
The Chiefs bullshit doesn't stop.
No,
it never does, and it never will.
I like how nobody sold my wrestling joke.
But
y'all suck.
But this Monday Night Football game was hilarious, and I've got a little story to tell. Sorry, Josh.
I gotta hear this.
May I repeat that again? Deja vu from a Thanksgiving.
Oh no, I will tell the story. I will tell the story because you got lucky, and I'm gonna take that pleasure away from you.
Oh, all right, go on then.
Because I will say, even when Jamar Chase scored 40 points, you still almost lost to me in fantasy, despite the fact that nobody on my team got 40.
Here comes the fantasy moment.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase bailed him out greatly.
Yeah, so
That's all I need to say.
Here's the
Ain't
deal.
that a
No,
bitch?
you're missing the detail. No, you're not getting away with all that. No, you're not moving it that brief. I was 20 points behind Jamal because I made a fuck up with my team selection. My fault.
Fair enough.
Jamal has T. Higgins. I have Jamar Chase. By halftime, the game is nearly level because Chase went off in the first half, okay? And I said, we're in for a dramatic finale here. If Higgins scores at all this game, I'm dead. Now, let me give you the ramifications of why this doesn't mean much to Jamal, but meant a lot to me. I had the division crown on the line in my Money League division, and I had the bye on the line in it. So when Chase got that game with that ceiling touchdown, you could imagine my reaction.
I wasn't shocked because it's Jamar Chase, and for some reason, teams don't triple team his ass. So, I'm not shocked. I'm not angry. I just find it funny that it took him scoring nearly 50 points to bail you out against me. That is quite embarrassing. But lucky for you.
Just absolute. I know I'm on a buy in the money week, which means I get to relax this week over fantasy football.
Now we go on to the Dallas Cowboys, who might be the biggest failures in the NFL.
Oh my God!
How did that dude not catch the football? Seriously, how? You had the punt. You blocked the punt. You couldn't even catch the football. You let Cincinnati catch it. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Are you deaf? Do you have a brain?
Hey, lads.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to head out.
All right, man.
See you later.
All right.
All right, then.
Have a good night.
See you, lads. Have a good one.
All right.
This clip best describes about this for the Cowboys.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from stupid town?
As I was saying to Jamal, since when did the Cowboys even have one?
They were winning. They were winning games. They just couldn't win this one because for some ungodly reason, this fucking dimwit decided to not catch the fucking football. If you're going to touch the ball, catch it. Instead, you let it graze your shoulder and allowed Cincinnati to win. How do you let that overpowered ass offense get a second chance at the last minute? Are you stupid? This team needs to be removed from the NFL if you're gonna play like that.
Yeah, there's a promotion or relegation in it.
Send their asses to the UFL.
I have all the ways to lose again. Do you realize how much this week, when all the videos come out, starting probably tonight and tomorrow, from Chiseled Adonis, from Urinating Tree, they're going to
God.
roast.
Yeah.
If you're Scooter Magruder, I would not say shit.
I saw Scooter Magruder's reaction. It was hilarious.
I would not say shit to any fan base at all. Quite frankly, your team is the most. You know what? They're the locale of the week. I don't care. They're the biggest. They're the biggest frauds of the week. Good.
Yeah,
Lord.
sometimes they're getting that locale. Sometimes the Cowboys earn that locale this week. Now, first and foremost, heading to week 15?
Yes.
Now,
here we go.
Now, like I said, the buys are all done. No more buys.
No more buys. Bye-week therapy is done and dusted for this season.
All the teams are in for week 15.
The doctor is no longer in. The bye week is done. So that means y'all better start marching.
Yep. So before we go into the games, let's see where they stand.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's crunch time. This is the final stretch. Here's where we stand in the NFL going into week 15. As always, we start with the playoff picture in the AFC, where as of today, the number 1 seed and the first round bye would go to the Kansas City Chiefs. Our 2 versus 7 would be Buffalo and Denver. Our 3 versus 6, Pittsburgh and LA. And our 4 versus 5 would be Houston and Baltimore. Now we head over to the NFC, where as of today, the number 1 seed and the first round bye would go to the Detroit Lions. Our 2 versus 7 would be Philadelphia and Washington. Our 3 versus 6, Seattle and Green Bay. And our 4 versus 5 would be Tampa Bay and Minnesota. But wait, there's more. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk scenarios. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So far, 4 teams have clinched their spot in the playoffs. 4 more can join them this week. Plus, 2 divisions have the chance to be clinched this week. Also, 7 teams have already been eliminated. 4 more have the chance to join them this week. So let's start with the clinching scenarios. First up, it's the Minnesota Vikings back for the 2nd week in a row. This time, their scenario is a lot more simple. The Vikings can clinch their spot in the playoffs with a win or a loss by the Seahawks or the Rams. So a Vikings win and a Seattle loss or an LA loss, and Minnesota becomes the first team that missed the playoffs last year to clinch their spot. Next up, it's the Green Bay Packers, and this one's a little bit of an interesting one. See, the Packers can clinch with a win, a Falcons loss, and a tie by the 49ers and the Rams. So a Packers win, an Atlanta loss, and San Francisco and LA tie, and Green Bay is in the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. Up next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, who can clinch their spot in the playoffs with a win or losses by the Colts and Dolphins. So a Steelers win or losses by Indianapolis and Miami, and Pittsburgh is in the playoffs for the 2nd straight season. And last but certainly not least, it's the Houston Texans, who can wrap up the AFC South and their spot in the playoffs with a win and a Colts loss. So a Texans win and an Indianapolis loss, and Houston is in the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. And finally, the Philadelphia Eagles can clinch the NFC East this week with a win and a Commanders loss. And now, the moment that most of you have been waiting for, let's see who's on Uberwatch this week. First up, it's the Dallas Cowboys, who can be eliminated with a loss and a Commanders win. So a Cowboys loss and a Washington win, and Dallas is out of the playoffs. Up next, we have the Chicago Bears, who would be knocked out with a loss or a Commanders win. So a Bears loss or a Washington win, and Chicago misses the playoffs for the 4th year in a row. Up next, the Carolina Panthers back for the 2nd week in a row. This time around, they'd be eliminated with a loss or a win by the Buccaneers or the Falcons. So a Panthers loss, a Tampa Bay win, or an Atlanta win, and Carolina misses the playoffs for the 7th straight season. And last up, it's the Cincinnati Bengals, who'd be eliminated with a loss and a Broncos win. So a Bengals loss and a Denver win, and Cincinnati is out of the playoffs for the 2nd straight season. So with all that being said, think your team's getting in? Let me know in the comments.
Let's get down to them scores.
Speaking of the Bengals, Joe Burrow's house got broken into.
Oh yeah,
Oh boy.
During Monday Night Football, his residence actually got broken in.
Which something tells me that we might need to start having people getting vetted, because the access people have to these NFL players' houses is a little ridiculous, and by little I mean insane.
Yeah,
it is, honestly.
Hold on. Did a news story mention how much was stolen?
No, it just said the attack was planned out because of they waited until during the games to coordinate the robbery.
Wow.
Which is like every other robbery that's happened this season.
It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I was about to say, so basically,
and you wonder why people get guns.
Yeah, I was about to say, so basically an inside job.
Yes.
And you wonder why people get guns.
Good point.
Yes.
All right, now then, let's go ahead on into Week 15.
Let's run down the games for Week 15. Like I said, the scenarios are in order, has been laid out. The Ubers are waiting on the outside for them, and the clinchers are ready to go. Let's start off with Thursday Night Football at Levi Stadium, as the Rams and the Niners will be hooking it up.
Well, this is gonna be a spicy one in Levi Stadium.
I'm shaking my head.
Hickett, you predict first, because I know exactly what spot you're in.
I'm shaking my head.
I know how that feels.
Because guess what? Guess what I have to do this week?
Oh no.
Oh.
Go ahead and tell the audience.
I have to cheer the Niners to win.
I was gonna play Jeopardy song.
How big of the pill do you want to have to take? I'll save some for you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I will counter it by saying I think the Rams might have a shot.
I honestly, if you ask me for a prediction, though, I actually think the Rams pass rush is all right, but the secondary shit. I think this is a game where George Kittle will feast, Juwan Jennings will feast, maybe Debo finally shows his bitch ass up. but what do you call it? I think the Rams will match him offensively because that San Francisco defense has been non-existent this season. And one key other thing, I think the Rams keep him off the field longer. One team has a running back, the other doesn't. Give me the Rams as the prediction, but I'm cheering the Niners. Yeah.
I'm going with the 49ers.
I'll make sure to have the drinks.
I will also go with the Rams because I think their offense is a problem, especially with this broken Niners team.
Yeah,
I have to agree. I'm going with the Rams on this one.
Yeah, I think that the Rams are going to put, the fact that, for some odd reason, they let San Fran run all over them in the past. I think they're going to put that behind them and focus on trying to keep up with Seattle in the NFC West.
And if the Rams win, that Seattle locking the NFC West just becomes a lot harder.
Yep, we need them to lose, so that's why I have to cheer the Niners. Do you realize how much of a disgusting notion that is for me?
Hey, it's not just you. It's every member in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh
no! It's even worse. It's even worse because the Seahawks only have the lead by 2 games.
Yeah, I have to cheer the Niners.
Any loss is bad.
I cheer for the Raiders one time to have the Chargers keeping the playoffs.
Now,
next game.
Moving on. Sunday, we got the Chiefs and the Browns at Huntington Bank Field.
Chiefs!
Please.
This is easy. The Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Would this wrap the 1 seed up for them?
I don't think
they're 11-1. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so, but time will tell.
Not officially.
They are 3 games ahead. They are 3 games ahead of both the Chargers and the Broncos.
Well,
no,
they already won the
division.
West.
They've already won the West. I'm on about.
So it don't even matter.
Would it? I said, would it wrap up the number 1 seed?
It would not.
It's close. It's close.
Hold on, because Buffalo does have the tiebreaker against Kansas City. They beat them.
But they're 1 game behind because they lost to the Ravens.
That is true. Now, next up over at Nissan Stadium, we got the Bengals and the Titans.
Bengals need this win to stay away from the Ubers.
Bengals.
It may not matter if they win this game or not, to be fair.
That's true. That's true.
Due to the scenarios, as I pull up the playoff machine.
Well, let's just put it this way: if Denver beats the Colts, then that's it for the Bengals. It's over.
Yeah,
the Bengals have to win to stay in.
They need the Colts to take care of the Broncos in the Manning Bowl to stay alive.
Yeah.
If the Bengals lose and Denver wins, they're done.
Yeah. So basically, they need.
Game, though. Yeah.
So basically, they need the Colts to bite it to stay alive.
And what is interesting is the Bengals still play the Broncos this season. That is upcoming.
With that, I'll pick the Bengals.
Now, coming up, Ralph Jacob like as if either gumbo or jambalaya is gonna be on the menu. We got the Commanders and the Saints at the Caesar Superdome.
Up, Commanders.
Good luck, Saints. Because without Derek Carr, you are in trouble.
This is ass beating of the week potential.
That's what I'm saying. Commanders.
It's ass whipping time. As Jaden Daniels is heading to New Orleans for ass whipping central, and to help the Commanders get it to move closer towards getting Philadelphia and with the NFC East.
So basically, Jacob, you're saying is what you're looking at is BTA time.
Yeah. Commanders is going to be whipping out the belt.
Yeah. Now also, oh boy, this is going to get ugly at MetLife. We got the Ravens and the Giants.
Oh boy,
kill them. Hold on, kill them. Beat the dog shit out of them. I want to see tears. I want to see blood. Don't give him an injury, mind you, but beat the piss out of him. I want Drew Lock to be scared. I want feces to be dribbling down his leg. I want to see the Ravens beat the Giants so damn badly it makes the rest of the NFL wake up.
So basically, you want BTA as well on the Giants.
I want a cream pie.
Oh!
Yeah.
Lord.
We got some technical difficulties.
Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Can I say one thing?
I like to say this.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead, kid.
Ravens don't win this game. John Harbaugh needs to be fired on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I will pull up in my truck, drive right to that stadium, and personally shove every inch of my foot in his ass.
I want to see that.
A history fact.
Hold on, I just want to point this out. I'm pretty sure Brandon just ran for this season to end.
I wouldn't blame him.
Can I bring up the history fact about this?
Sure.
This is crazy. Here we go. The Ravens has not beaten the Giants in New York since 1997.
97.
Yeah.
Good. Even more incentive to kill them.
Yeah, that's it.
This will be a history making right there for the Ravens.
Now, over at Bank of America Stadium, we got the Cowboys and the Panthers.
I'm going to go crazy when I say
someone's going home.
I'm going to say the Panthers.
I'm picking. This is my upset special. I'm taking the Panthers.
Me too.
This is a coin toss.
As much as I would love to see the Panthers go take that Uber, I doubt it. So
they may have to take the Uber regardless of whether they win or lose.
Yeah,
so
I would
say Carolina.
It will be a hilarious ending to Dallas this season if it's because of Carolina you get sent to the Uber.
50-50 for me. Too close to call.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now then, oh my darling, get ready to roll the tanks. We got the Jets and the Jaguars.
Hit the music.
Somebody.
I'm drunk. I can't find it.
We got it.
But thank God.
Yeah.
With that,
over at our TIA Bank Field in Duval.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, we have the pure definition of a tank off between Aaron Rodgers and Mac Jones.
Oh,
Ew.
hold off, because you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till next week.
Give me Aaron Rodgers. Give me Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately.
Give me the Jets, and give me the Jets hopefully getting a bit of momentum towards next week's game.
The best part is with that win, it'll hurt them even more in the tank offs.
Who's your quarterback for the Jaguars? Excuse me,
Mac Jones.
I was gonna say Jaguars on this one.
You're crazy.
Yes, I am.
Now, also over at NRG Stadium, we got the Dolphins and the Texans.
Texans.
Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins.
Give me Houston.
Texans, please.
Give me the Dolphins.
All right,
Give me the Dolphins.
hold on. We got to split here. I'm hearing split. So I'm hearing Texans from Matt. I'm hearing Texans, I believe, from Gura, if I'm correct.
Nearly everyone said Texans except for me.
Yeah.
Josh is taking the Dolphins. Guess what? I'm joining Josh on this one. That Texans O-line is shit.
Have you forgotten how fraudulent this Texans defense and offense is?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
They lost to the Jets.
Give me the fucking Dolphins.
You're right.
And by the way, it's indoors. It's warm. It's not a cold game. Tua is going to have a field day. I think this is a win by a touchdown plus.
I'm flipping my decision. I'm going with Miami.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just say something real quick. The only reason why the Texans are in the state that they're in is because of the division. Have anyone seen the AFC South?
They are Stunkfest.
It's shit.
Yeah,
it's the NFC South this season.
Yeah,
or as Carl likes to call it, Dookie Mountain.
Yeah, speaking of Dookie Mountain, in the late Sunday games, we got the Buccaneers and the Chargers.
Okay, Chargers, better wake the hell up and turn around after you blow up last game with a door.
Calling for an upset. Give me the Buccaneers.
I can't believe the Chargers are the favorites in this game. Give me the Bucs.
Give me the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers on this.
I'm going with the Chargers as well. They had to win this.
Well,
Baker Mayfield will make this a harder fight than I think they're ready for, and I can see Baker winning.
Buccaneers win this game through not only Baker Mayfield but Rashid White running amok on the Chargers defense.
Yeah, I think that if Tampa beats
Chargers,
I think that pretty much we got Dookie Mountain in the palm of our hand if we play smart.
By the way, Tampa need to consider this an elimination game because here's the deal: you lose one game, you just hand the division back to the Falcons.
Yeah, because it's a tiebreaker.
Yeah, so give me the Bucs.
Mm-hmm. So
got a lot more to lose
here. Yeah, I'm going with Tampa here. Now also later on, we got the Battle of the Horses.
It's the Manning Bowl. It's the Manning Bowl.
Colts and Broncos.
Yeah, over Mile High.
Broncos.
Broncos.
Defense wins this game.
Like we said,
Bo Nix don't need to do a lot for this to be a winnable game.
And the Houston Texans win the division by default.
Yeah, because let's face it, both Jacksonville and Tennessee pretty much out at this point. So,
Jacksonville dragged Tennessee into the death note. So,
they drag them in there, kicking and screaming.
I'm going crazy.
Over at Ford Field.
Did he really just say the Colts over?
He really said the Colts.
Yep, I'm going crazy.
All right, we'll hold you to that just in case of next week.
We'll bring you back next week.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes enjoy your Heathrow helping quo.
Next game.
We got the Bills and the Lions at Ford Field.
Oh, that's gonna be a tough game.
Give me the Lions. This isn't even a tough game for me.
No, it's still a tough game because both of their defenses really ain't all that great.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I agree the Lions defense had a few struggles against the Packers. I'll agree on that. But here's my thing. That Bills defense completely capsized against the Rams. A Rams which has had a rotating offensive line, has not always had all the players fit. They do have their skill positions fit, okay? Let me put it to you like this. The Rams are facing off against, in my opinion, the best offensive line in the league, the two-headed running back monster, and they have skill position players for Goff to throw to. This for me, I'll say it. This is my blowout of the week. Shocker. I'm calling blowout.
I highly doubt Josh Allen will let it be a blowout.
I call blowout. I say the Lions win by 14.
But here's the thing. As I'm watching the playoff machine, if Detroit pulls out the win over Buffalo and Detroit, Buffalo will move down to the 3 seed, and Pittsburgh will take the 2 seed.
Well, hold up.
Oh boy.
For a second.
I will stand firm on the Lions will win, but it's not going to be by 2 touchdowns. It'll be by 3
I'll
points.
agree on that part. The Lions will win, but it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tighter.
3 points.
It's going to be tighter than gym shorts.
3 points.
I'll tell you what. I'll say they win by 10 plus. We'll see who's right.
Yeah.
I'll go with Buffalo.
Yeah. Now then, next up, we got a rivalry that's tighter than a pair of jock straps. We got the Steelers and the Eagles.
That is going to be a hefty game.
The Battle of Pennsylvania.
A true test for Pittsburgh. Let's see how you can handle Saquon Barkley running at your defense at full speed.
That is going to be interesting.
Although there does now seem to be some turmoil in the city of Bluff and Really Love. You know, with the Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown thing, which is blown up this week.
True as that is, there was turmoil with Jamar chasing the Bengals, and didn't seem to make too much of a difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for this game, I just think Philly are on such a roll and will keep and have. Both these teams have a lot to fight for, but I just think the better skilled team is Philly. I'm gonna take the Eagles. This is my squeaker though. This is a 3 to 7 point game.
Me too.
I'm gonna have to say Philly as well, but Pittsburgh is not gonna go down without a fight.
Because they don't have George Pickens, and George Pickens makes a difference on that Steelers offense.
Yeah.
If he's not playing,
Well,
That's not good.
It's rumor he's not going to be playing, so that's why I'm.
Yeah. They've been hush for a good bit, so we don't know for sure.
Now,
bottom line, Eagles.
Now, while we got the two heavyweights doing battle at the same time, the game which I'm pretty sure not too many people are going to care. We got the Patriots and the Cardinals.
Gurok?
What's this at?
Arizona.
Yeah, State Farm Stadium.
We are gonna die.
Honestly, and I mean this truthfully, because we've practically near enough eliminated the Cardinals from playoff contention. You have like a 4% chance, to make the playoffs, because of a win last night on Sunday. This is a get-right game for the Cardinals, especially considering they could be our biggest allies because they have to play the Rams and the Niners again. So I want the Cardinals. I want the Cardinals to get a feel-good, get back into shape win here. Sorry,
they could also be your biggest problem if you lose out the rest of the season.
I don't think we'll lose out.
Okay then. Might hold on that thought hit, kid, because Sunday Night Football, the Packers are coming to Seattle.
This is one of those reasons why I think you might want to hold your breath on the NFC West League, because I do think the Packers are going to give y'all a lot of trouble.
I'm going to hastily say this is going to be an interesting game. There's one key for Seattle in this game. There's one key.
The defense.
The defense, Seattle. Let me explain. I agree with you. I think the Packers will give us trouble. But the key for this game is both teams' defenses. I just mentioned it when we did the recap of the Packers-Lions game. Packers, a lot of injuries in the defense this week on Thursday night. They had, I believe, 2 players out of their main secondary carted off. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They suffered a lot of injuries to the, back line. And I believe Walker might be back for this game. I'm 50-50 on that, but I believe he should be back because he was held out. Offensive line played a bit better for Seattle, so I've got a bit of hope there. The key for Seattle, though, to win this game is defense, and it's just a simple thing. They've done it against James Conner. They've done it the last couple of weeks against James Conner. Technically did it against CMC, limiting him. Can Seattle limit Josh Jacobs the same way? If they can, I'm sorry. I would much rather, if Seattle are able to limit Josh Jacobs, then I will absolutely take the Seahawks to win this game. Because Jordan Love, some games can be brilliant, but what has he always been known for within his career recently? He has a knack of throwing a pick.
Yeah.
I think Seattle will win this game by a touchdown.
Wow.
To be fair, Geno Smith has had the tendency to, and that could come to bite you too.
Geno does as well. I can't deny that, but I just think I really think it comes down to who stops whose run game first. That's the key one here.
Yeah. I'm actually joining Hitkin on this one. Seattle.
I'm gonna go to the coin on this one because this is such a tight matchup with both these teams here, and they both got so much to take.
So I had a look on the NFL predictions website on ESPN.
Yeah, the playoff predictions.
Yeah, no. On the predictions, when you make your pick'ems.
The odds favorite, I guess?
No. Here's the crazy thing.
Oh, okay.
Here's the crazy thing about, the pick'ems. 80% to 20% in favor of the Packers.
Wow.
40%?
Way too high pick'em-wise.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
So bottom line, I'm picking Seattle. That's an upset, and there's a noise going on.
Yeah, someone just flipped the coin.
Yeah, quarter.
I will go Green Bay.
I'm going with Seattle. Coin says Seattle.
Yep, Seattle for me.
Oh, and by the way, if we win this game, I think the division. I think everyone in here would agree. Division over.
Yeah.
By the way,
it heavily depends on the Rams.
Not technically.
It depends on the Rams.
Division. Let me explain why I would say division over. It ain't even. Here's the thing. I actually think Seattle have an easier match next week against the Vikings, and I know Vikings have a better record than the Packers.
Not gonna jump the gun yet.
Before anyone bites me head off, I just think. Actually, no. Sorry, no. Why is that easy? I meant tougher matchup. Excuse me.
Yeah, he said easy.
Yeah, that was me. I think the tougher matchups next week in this 2-game homestand. But what I will say is Seattle's calling card right now is the mess of a team we have to go and travel to, who I believe are Monday Night Football this week, potentially.
Let me check. No, it's Sunday for the Seahawks.
Hey guys, before we continue on with the Monday night games, I do have some breaking news from Mr. Ray, for our boy Mr. Ray Drizzle. This is coming from from MLB side. This is coming from Jeff Passan off of Twitter. Right-hander Nathan Eovaldi has agreed to a 3-year deal with the Texas Rangers for $75 million.
Lobo.
Interesting.
Yeah, Eovaldi. Yeah, thank you.
Interesting. I think now back on the gridiron. Monday Night Football.
Double header.
Yeah, you got a choice this week. The first game is the Bears versus the Vikings at US Bank Stadium.
Vikings.
Yeah, this game's gonna be on ABC.
I have no faith in Chicago whatsoever. So
yeah, Vikings all day.
Vikings all the way.
And this is why
Mid-coaching changed since 1942.
This is why I said, and I want to make it brutally clear, that Seattle have a little ace in the hole right now. Thank fuck we have to play the Bears this season. They are even on the road. They are a mess.
All right.
And the second game, you can catch this game on ESPN. We got the Falcons and the Raiders.
Falcons.
Oh God, both as bad as one another.
Yeah,
Falcons.
I cannot give the Raiders the benefit of the doubt. Not with Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, I'm about to say Desmond.
You know something? I think the Falcons are gonna beat the Raiders here.
I will say this though. It would be fucking hilarious if Desmond Ridder ends the Falcons season.
Ooh.
It would be something fucking hilarious.
That would be hilarious indeed.
You know something? You know something? Carolina would be rooting for both Tampa Bay and Atlanta to lose because they was playoffs.
Yeah, but
the Panthers can beat the Cowboys.
They're like what 3 or 4 games behind. They would need to win a lot, and I don't think who are the Panthers' last few games because I highly doubt they're going to win. At best, they're winning one more.
Yeah, but we know they're playing the Cowboys this week.
So that's their one, but what's the rest of their week looking like?
Give me a sec. Yeah, because after this game, Carolina has Arizona, Tampa, and Atlanta.
I think they beat Arizona. In Carolina, I think they could beat Arizona.
Possible. But I think their luck will run out because I think Tampa will win again.
Yeah, I think Tampa beats them, and that's the end of them.
Yeah, so probably 5-12 to end the year.
They ain't winning Dookie Mountain. I can almost be sure.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's just about that time because, those that have been on our Discord, Gurrick has been keeping track of what's been going on with the Massachusetts High School football championships. So, Gurrick, why don't you go ahead and give us the results?
Yeah, let's
fellas. Have a good night.
All right, then. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming in, kid.
Take care, kid.
So what happened over the past weekend with over at the Razor?
Okay, so So there were 8 MIAA state championship games this past weekend. Last week really, not the weekend. But safe to say they were actually pretty. God damn it! There was quite a lot of good stuff going on. Let me just get these bad boys up.
Yeah, we know because there's a whole lot of activity going on Discord, and it had to go stroll up to get the scores.
Yeah. Okay, so in the first one, we Division 7 Uxbridge beat a Mash P 42-20, making them the longest active winning streak in the state. They're 27 games back to was it last year or the year before that? I don't remember.
I think so.
They won Division 7. They won the Division 7 title. Also, then the Division 6. Hudson beat Fairhaven 21-14 in a very close game up there. Then the next day, we had Scituate, the Division 4 matchup. Scituate putting the boots to Duxbury 29-13. Then also we had the Division 1 title, Zavarian Brothers beating Needham 14-7. The Division 2 game. This one was a really good one and a really close one within the first few minutes. Catholic Memorial versus King Philip. 8-8 within the first few minutes. Catholic Memorial scored on the first play of their drive. King Philip scored on the second of their first drive, and we also had a game that was highlighted by a pickle jar. there was at the game near the King Philip bench a pickle jar that was left over from a previous game. And some of the players actually drank from it. and the athletic director told them to stop. They did. And then it was left there overnight, and it was still there the next day.
That's disgusting.
I've never seen that before in my life.
Actually, that was a story when the Philadelphia Eagles played against the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh yeah, the opening, season opener in 2000 when the Texans got hit by the hot Texas sun. It was the hottest game in NFL history.
Mm-hmm. And so they just started drinking pickle juice.
God. So Catholic Memorial won 39-21. They're third in the last 4 years, and all three of them have come against King Philip. So what's that tell you? So then the next day, the Division 8 title, West Boylston avoided a near choke against Randolph 22-16 to get the three-peat, their third straight state title. Cool. And then the Division 5 championship game. It was a very defensive game for three quarters. They're 14-0 Shawshene Valley Tech over Foxborough. No scores until halfway through the fourth quarter. So it was a really close one. And then wrapping up the week, so Shawshene Tech got their first title since 2010. And then wrapping up the week, North Attleboro won the Division 3 title, their first since 2002, over Mansfield in an absolute blowout win, 35-0.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, that was brutal. But yeah, congratulations to all the state champions, and I look forward to seeing your how your careers go, especially Catholic Memorial's. What was his name? I'm trying to find. If I did, Mecky Dodd, who has committed to Boston College next year. So Bill O'Brien's gonna have fun with them.
Oh dear. Boy. All right. Now, before we do turn up the lights, just give a quick scoring update. We're at halftime in Milwaukee. Bucks are leading the Magic 60-59.
I just brought that up.
How's Doc Rivers going to blow this game?
Remains to be seen. Let me go ahead and bring up the ice scores real quick and resume by this quickly. We're scoreless at the Rock between the Maple Leafs and the Devils. Scoreless there. Tied at 1 apiece in the second period between the Sharks and the Hurricanes. Game getting underway in Nashville between the Flames and the Predators. Avalanche lead the Penguins 2-0 in the second period. Flyers are leading the Blue Jackets 3-0 in the second period. After the first period, the Kings are leading the Islanders 1-0. And the Bruins and the Jets are scoreless in the first period. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. I
said they probably just started.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us here this evening. I was about to say, Gary, you have something to say?
Nope, not at all.
Just wondering. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us here this evening. First and foremost, if you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, share this video, and when you do subscribe to our channel, please hit the bell so that you will know whenever we stream. Want to thank Hit Kid and Gurk and Jamal and Zach for joining us here this evening. By the way, we're gonna do something. If you like what we did this past Sunday, at least during the football season, get ready to get used to seeing us twice a week, at least during the football season.
Yeah, because during the football season, we're gonna be opening up the bar on Sundays for happy hour happy hour on Sunday nights to get us caught up with what's going on with the afternoon games on Sunday, and to have ourselves a little fun doing so, and seeing who got the boot, and who's going to be getting the boot, and who's going to be having the Ubers for Tuesday.
Absolutely, and we're doing it this way to let's say lessen the load for Tuesdays. Make it easier.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get going because I have my dinner ready. Take care, guys.
All right, thanks for joining us, man.
NBA, we now know where the All-Star game is heading this year.
Yeah,
well, technically the season.
I do believe it's going to San Fran.
Yes, in Warriors' neck of the woods.
Yes, I do believe it's at the Chase Center. So, Now I wonder if they're also going to use the Oakland Arena for some of the activities.
Probably.
You never know.
Yes, I mean it would be nice considering that the Warriors did play in Oakland.
That would be like 2000 all over again. You can understand why.
Yes, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us. All right, Jacob, go ahead and take us home.
With pleasure. Today, we've had this has been a very eventful today episode to say the least. 154 episodes, and it's still going strong. And safe to say, the all season for MLB. Well, all I'm gonna say is that make sure you guys your checkbooks at the ready and the Brinks trucks on standby for most of the squads. And you gotta just make sure you can get your boys down squared up and ready to go for the 2025 season. For the NBA, of course, we got our where's the NBA Cup still doing their thing. They're just in the quarterfinals, so safe to say whoever wins that, congratulations, we'll give you a beer. Doesn't matter anyways. But of course, the NHL is doing everything. We're just about to hit the halfway mark of December, so best believe the holiday season is just about to be upon us, and we're about to have a lot of fun in there. Of course, the NFL, we're just in the tail end of the season, so that means everybody and their mother is about to get ready to see who's going to be part of the 14 teams to join to march towards the Lombardi Trophy. And remember, you got to earn your right to be a part of that train. And for the others, we only got one simple rule, and that rule is
can't find it. There.
Thank you very much. But yeah. Okay, thank you. Anyways, okay, thank you. But yeah, don't get eliminated, but earn your right to fight in January. And of course, college basketball is just getting started with their season, both on the men and in the women's side. And safe to say, the March Madness is going to get a lot more crazy than what we're already seeing, because with these upsets, let's just say we're about to get a lot more, and it's going to be a lot more crazy. Because if you think Tennessee's going to hold that number one spot, I doubt it. Okay, And trust me when I say, we're going to be here every Tuesday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, and starting this Sunday, we're going to be also there too during the NFL to help wrap up the NFL season as well for happy hour as well. It's going to be a new thing. We're going to try it out as well, and also. And trust me when I say, just be here on our YouTube channel, the VWU Sports Podcast channel. Subscribe to it. And if you like what you saw with this video, then hit the like button and share it across all social media platforms. That being, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. We don't touch Instagram and TikTok. Instagram has become too toxic. It might come January. TikTok is about to be gone from our existence anyways. And if you want to be notified when we go live, like I said, every Tuesday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, and same thing on Sundays as well, then please, by all means, hit the bell! And you will be notified when we go live on our YouTube channel. But until then, we need to go rest up for happy hour this Sunday. For our boys, Hit Kid, Jamal, Gurak, and Matt. For our man, Zach, and of course, the who's having a good time with his mother on his birthday. For my main man, Jose, our barkeys, Brandon and Carter. This has been JB signing off. We will see you guys this Sunday for the first edition of Happy Hour, and next Tuesday for episode 155 of the VWU Sports Podcast. Until then, y'all stay safe, y'all stay warm, and have yourselves a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.